Okay, just filling up the water bottle for this month's wild camp. It's been touch and go really. We've had this this bug that's been going round. It's not been very pleasant, and we've been busy. But it's, we're sort of heading on to late May now, so just about going to manage to get a wild camp in. So just getting the ready walk done. I must stop saying so. I do it all the time. I hate it. I must tell myself stop saying so. I've got my water. My wife's coming with me this time, so that's going to be nice. Going to teach her a few bushcraft skills, lighting the fire. I'm going to get her to do that, so that'll be interesting. And we're going back to Curlew Copse, which is a lovely place. And it's going to be nice because we're going to be in the hammocks this time and under the tarps. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm just going to run through some of the kit that I take here. It might seem a lot, but it does come in handy. So we're just going to pan a bit closer in and we'll have a quick run through. Side pouch which I wear on the hip, always need that. We've got a collapsible bucket there, comes in very handy. Bit of fat wood, which I always like to keep. Little first aid kit just in case. It's not extensive but it's enough. That there is my old radiator guard, actually off my old Phaser 1000, which I took off because I put a stainless one in front. But that makes a great little griddle to put for a fire. In the pipe insulation there's a bow saw blade, which again I use as a bow saw. Get a bit of hazel and make up a bow saw, very handy to have. You can see I've got my wash kit there in the little camo side pouch. Little black tin there is my fire starting kit. I've got a beer opener there, crucial bit of equipment. There's my Van Gogh little cook set, which is great, plenty enough for two. I've got extra thick rope there, the black stuff for just in case I need it for the hammocks. I've got a bag there full of cordage, the paracord and the like, which again is always handy to have a bag of that. There's bits and pieces in there. DD tarp, which we're going with this time, and a hammock of course. Again another hammock, sorry, two hammocks there and two tarps. Van Gogh sleeping bag because we're outside. Got the self-inflating mattress there which we're going to put inside the hammocks, and a little thermal barrier there, a little ground mat which we're going to use. There's the lights that I take, a little wind up one there which wind it up for 20 minutes, that lasts for hours. Foldable shovel there, or stowable shovel for, you know, number twos and ones. Less said about that the better. Torch which you need, always a rag, old rag, always need that. Pair of gloves of course, that's a handy little tool there. The old wood borer which you just put a bit of stick in the end of that and turn that, and that's great for tapping birch, a bit late now, but also for making stuff up if you need to put holes in stuff, great. Plate there of course, couple of plates, water bottles for personal consumption. We got a little saw there, it's a Highlander one, that one. Little field knife there which I love for fat wood and fires and so forth. Machete there, looks a bit of a state but that's how I bought it actually, it's surplus, but it's a great tool that for cutting down stuff if I need to. Razor sharp, and there's my bushcraft knife. Some of you may be sniggering at that, but I love that little knife. It's a Jack Pike. It's only 40 quid actually, but it's a great knife. I love it. Does me anyway. It's not your 200 quid like bespoke, but hey ho, it's fine for me. Mess tin there, a couple of cups, and a Kelly kettle there, and there you go. That's about it. But as you can see, that's all got to go in the rucksack, which I've got hung up there on the garage at the moment, and I'm just getting it ready because we're going wild camping shortly, and so stay tuned in. So you may have looked at all the kit that I've shown you, and you might be thinking, well, that's an awful lot of kit to be taking. But it's not a rucksack that you would pack for a hiking trail. You wouldn't take something like that, of course. But the kit that we take, I've got my wife with me this time, so we want to be comfortable in the forest. We want to enjoy it, and so that's why we got such a big kit. It's okay to carry about a quarter of a mile. You wouldn't carry it for mile after mile on a hiking trail; it'd just be too much. So anyway, just fill this water canister up, and got all our kit ready, we've just got to put our food together, and then we're off for another wild camp. So we found our camp spot for the night, and we're going to put a couple of tarps up between the trees and the hammocks, and I'm really looking forward to this because it's been nice to get out. It's not too far to walk, but it's been nice to get out in the woods and relax for a day and a bit. Again, it's we're only on a one night. I can't take my wife on more than that rig in case she doesn't like it, but she's keen enough, so that's good. But yeah, we're going to put our hammocks up and get camp made, and then we're going to have something to eat, I think. We're a bit peckish. And then just kick back in the hammocks and relax. So, time to make camp. Okay, so I'm going to unpack my rucksack now. And as some of you may know, for those that don't, let's put our tarpaulins on the top, because if it's raining, take those out, put those up first, and then you've got shelter from the rain. So I'm just going to put tarpaulins up. So I've attached the ridge line to the tree there. I'm putting the ridge line through the loops on top of the tarp, attached to the top of the tarp, or the middle of the tarp, and then attach this to this end of the ridge line to that tree. The reason I use the loops on top of the tarp, you can go underneath the tarp and put the tarp on top of the ridge line, but if it rains and water travels down a tree, it can wick across the ridge line and drip onto you. If you have the ridge line underneath, it does give you things to, it gives you a line to hang things on. As I say, it can wick, so put it through the loops, then there's no chance that can happen. So I'm just going to attach this to that end of the tree now. So as you can see, ridge line's up, and I've got my prusik loops, which I always leave on the ridge line, and then it's just a case of sliding along your first loop on your tarp, putting the prusik loop through, and then round again through like that, and then all I do is put a little twig. There we go, like that. And then when I'm finished, just take the twig out when we go, and the prusik loops on there for next time. And then I'll do the same the other end of the tarp. So we've got the first tarp up, and now put the tree huggers up and put the hammock up under the tarp, and this will be for my wife. So I'm just going to do that now. These DD travel hammocks, they're nice actually. They come with quite a lot of webbing, so what I do is I just cut the webbing equal to the width of the hammock, and I put two carabiner clips on one each end, and then the webbing, it's not actually a tree hugger but it's as good as, and then at the end of the hugger put through both those carabiners, and that sits like that from the tree, and then you've got a double water break, so you shouldn't get any wicking from water running down the tree, creeping along the hugger and then across into your hammock. First time I ever went out, 8 years ago with my son, I didn't put any water breaks in and the water crept into the hammock and I was soaked. So I learnt my lesson. So there we are, so I'm going to put this up now. There we are, that's the first hammock up. Just about the right height for my wife. And she should be snug as a bug in a rug. We've got both the tarps up now, both hammocks, and just going to put our bedding in and our bedding system, and we're ready to go. As a buddy of mine, has the same name as some of these trees around here actually, certain Mr. Birch, and he doesn't see the point of all this. He thinks it's, what's the point? Well look, this is the point. All you can hear is the birds, peace and quiet, in a hammock, under a tarp, in the woods, away from modern life. That's the point, Rob. Get out here and join us. Come on, you know you want to.